you are in sunny Townsville, where it never rains, and now that
It's blowing from the south at the moment, and we're trying to go down south.
you're trying to go south.
Yeah.
What's the name of your yacht?
Trifina.
Trifina.
Yes.
Like you were drunk when you called it trifecta.
No, we've tried to find out what it means.
Yes.
And the most we found out that there was a Greek god called Tryphon that took care of sailors that were ill, and that's about as far as we know. And there's a Trifina Islands or bay in New Zealand.
Yes.
So that's
So it was obviously a yacht that
You
you
don't
bought.
change the name on a yacht.
No.
Right.
No.
And you didn't ask the owner what it meant?
He didn't know either.
didn't
And
know
we've looked on our computer, we've looked in the library, we've looked everywhere, and we just can't find.
Tell us about your trip. Where did you start?
We started at the Gold Coast and we sailed up north
Yes.
as far as Dunk Island,
Yes.
and now we're heading back home down to Laguna Keys. We'll leave our boat there, and then we'll drive home and come back next year.
Yeah. So obviously you don't have a job to go to.
No. One of these retired people. You know?
One of these
We've paid our dues.
You've done that. Yeah, that's terrific.
retired.
You're from England?
Originally, yes.
Yes. And you?
No, I'm here. I'm an Australian.
Australian born.
Yes.
So you got lucky and married an Aussie girl.
Indeed.
How did this happen?
All my luck's been in Australia
Has
for
it?
the last 30 years.
Yeah. You came here 30 years ago.
About 30 years ago, yes.
Oh, so did I.
A 10-pound wonder. And it's been nothing but good ever since.
Yeah. What did you retire from?
I was a management consultant. I owned employment agencies.
Uh-huh.
And during the late 80s, one of the magic takeover bids happened, and I smiled, and I've been smiling ever since.
And this is why we're here.
That's why you're here.
They dragged me screaming to the boardroom table.
And nailed $50 notes into your
That's right.
wallet.
Yep.
David, where did you meet Anthea?
In Adelaide.
Doing what?
Parking my car.
Tell me more.
What else? Parking my car.
Oh, she was parking.
And she was parking her car at the side of my car.
We parked in the same car park.
That's not yet romantic for me, but I'm sure there is something else there. Well, did you bump into each other?
What did the Chinese say? A journey of 1,000 miles
Yes.
starts with one step?
Yes.
So a hello starts?
Oh, I see. Just a simple hello.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. So,
I used to watch David, and I used to think, oh, he's a lovely-looking man. I really would like to get to know him.
Yes.
So,
And you did?
Yeah, I did. Yes.
as usual, I succumbed.
Well, it's not pretty being easy, is it? Who asked who? Who made the first move, really, in the sort of romantic stakes?
Oh, I'll be gentleman and say I did.
That's absolutely true.
That's absolutely true. Good to hear it. Can we see your eyes, David?
Oh yes, there's one on each side of my nose.
Just so that we feel that we
Sorry,
really
yeah.
got to meet
That was
you.
bad manners not to take
No,
them
that's
off.
all right. Anthea,
Yes.
what did you see, apart from him being a terrific looking bloke, what did you see in David?
I just thought he looked a very nice man.
A good style.
A good man. You know, a good man. Yeah, so
And were you right?
absolutely.
A rare breed, you know.
A rare breed. I suspect you wouldn't disagree with this assessment. of
Not at all.
Anthea's.
No, I concur.
Concur. What about Anthea?
Well, however good I am, she is 10% better.
Oh, this is sickening.
Isn't
This
this
is
lovely?
sickening.
I said he was a good man.
So how long have you been married?
9 years.
9 years. And you're still romantic?
Oh, yes.
Yes?
Yes.
You do romantic things? Oh, yes, that's very romantic.
Yes, I know you are.
Yeah, we're sailing away.
Yeah.
Owl and the Pussycat.
Yeah, terrific. No children?
No.
Have you been married before?
Yes.
And you've done all that before?
Yes, done all that and I have 2 great kids. One's a chef and one is just left school and, you know, no, they're great kids. And Anthea didn't have any children and she's been sort of a mum to the kids as well. So, no, everything is...
Yeah.
You're talking not to the weirdos, the fringe people, the absolute, real, lucky, happy people.
Ever had any dangerous moments? Close shaves?
The endeavour is to avoid those, of course.
Yeah,
You know,
Sail around the storm.
That's right.
That's why we're still in Townsville.
That's why we're still in Townsville. There's a storm out there now.
So you wait until it's gone.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yeah. I've got an honours degree in avoiding problems.
It sounds as though you were born with one, I think.
Yes, yeah. I had the story is that a lucky gypsy came to see my mother when I was in arms.
Yes.
And the lucky gypsy said, he will be a happy, lucky man. And she was dead right.
Yes.
So-
Do you have any brothers and sisters?
Yes, I have a sister in the UK.
Is she happy and lucky
Yes,
like you?
she's happy. She's lucky. She's got me as a brother.
There you go. What is there? Is there something that you particularly wanted to do in life?
Right now we're achieving it, and I guess we're
Just
doing
living it.
one step at a time.
We drove to Cairns about about 3 years ago. There's a place that you look out into this channel, and David said, one day I'm going to have my own yacht and I'm going to sail through there. And he said, that's my dream. So we found the yacht after looking for about a year, and then when we sailed through that, I did a big sign up, this is it, my dream, and he held it up and took his photo as we sailed through this. This was his dream, this is what he wanted to do.
Well, now you need another one.
I'm not going to get greedy. Life is very good. No, I'm not going to get greedy. I'll just take it as it comes, you know. It's, I find that most people in my situation seem to get into most of their problems. They create their own problems. They either go and buy a business problem, or they get greedy or jealous or something. And no, I've looked over and I think you've got to be very careful when you get to this stage in life that you don't try and recreate your old youth, or just go with the flow nicely, and don't be greedy or jealous. You know? That's my philosophy on life.
All right, mate, we'll talk turkey. What are you after,
Talk
mate?
turkey.
SBS.
Aqua.
Aqua. Yeah.
Meaning?
Meaning water.
Yes, I know,
Yeah.
but why are you wearing it right
Why am I
your
wearing
neck?
it today? Oh,
It's
look.
not your name, is it?
No, it's a cleansing process of the. You know, I think the more water you have, you know, it's good for yourself.
You believe in water. You're a
I
water,
believe I'm a water man. I'm a water man. Yeah.
a water person.
Water person. A water person.
An Aquarian?
And no, I'm a
No.
Virgo actually.
Are you?
Yeah.
Have
I
you-
should be an Aquarian, shouldn't I? Be sort of like.
That would make sense.
Because I'm a water man. And
Yeah. You drink it, cart it, sell it.
Drink it.
You just drink it.
What are you talking about? What do we got? So that fuzzy thing there worries me at the top of the camera. Like,
It's
whatever.
not going to bite you.
Eh?
It's tame.
Tame.
Yeah.
Tame.
This is
So
a tame microphone.
tame microphone. Yeah.
Circled front up on SBS.
Will it, Deb? Good.
Yeah.
Good.
It's, meet people around Australia.
Right.
Talk to us and tell us about themselves.
Tells myself, yeah. Well, there's not much to talk about with me. I'm pretty simple, just pretty easy going.
Tall and simple.
Tall and simple. Tall and simple.
What's your name?
John.
John
yeah.
from where?
John from Hamilton, actually. I'm from Hamilton,
Hamilton.
Victoria.
Is that a country town?
It
or
is actually, yes. it
Excuse
is.
my ignorance.
No, that's all right. No. Look, the viewers out there will understand that. You know, she doesn't know Victoria very well, but
No,
you're trying to
that's
get it.
What do you do?
I manage a sporting club.
Do you?
Yeah.
That's very sporting of you.
Yeah, this isn't really, pardon the pun there.
Why do you manage a sporting club?
Why do you do what you do?
I like it.
You like it, so do I. I like what I do too. Yeah.
You're a sporting person? Do you
I am a bit of a sporting person, yeah.
Always was
Always will be.
and always will be.
Hey?
You fit?
Fit, oh, you know. You know how it is. I don't
You
want to
keep
brag
your-
or anything. I don't want to brag, but you know, like,
But you fit.
I'm pretty fit, yeah.
Yeah, you fit,
Yeah.
tall.
Ah, tall.
tall.
Look, you love tall, don't you? You love the tall bit.
Tall, taut and terrific.
Yeah, a couple of T's there.
Yeah. You have a girlfriend?
Oh, look. No, I haven't actually. Is anybody out there?
What went wrong?
What went wrong? I don't know. Don't know.
You have had a girlfriend though?
Oh, look, I have, yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
You
I'm
seem like...
heterosexual, so that's like, you know, I know we're in the street. What are we, Brunswick Street? So
Yeah.
you know, you could probably mistake the earring and the, you know, the
But
feel
you're
of the street. That
You're
I,
straight? and
I'm
you're
straight. Don't worry.
Happy-go-lucky?
Happy, go lucky.
Even-tempered? Do you ever lose your temper?
Have I ever lost my temper? No.
You're pretty...
I'm very level-headed, actually.
Yeah.
Very. Yeah.
Do you have a big family? You know, brothers
Big
and
family.
sisters?
No, I only got one sister. Yeah.
Yeah?
How many have you got?
I've got... No, well, I've got...
What
brother and
else got roles? Now, what about you?
My name's John and I come
John?
from Hamilton. Now, it bothers me that you don't have a girlfriend, John.
Well, look, you know, this is going national. I'm a bit of a chance.
Yeah.
It's bit of a chance.
What are your prospects? I mean...
prospects? You know, not a lot of people watch SBS. Actually,
No, I
so-
don't mean... I mean, what are your prospects in career, you know?
Career
What can you
prospects?
offer someone, a prospective girlfriend, a partner?
Well, well, you
Apart
know,
from your good humour and...
I just think, you know, I think life's very short, and you just try to, you know, enjoy it while you've got it, I suppose. You know, it's very...
Life's very short.
Yeah.
It's much too short.
Yeah.
What do you like about... What's the sort of lady that you like?
Oh, well, you know, I suppose if I was looking at for a woman, which I'm not much. No, I don't know. That's a bit of a hard question. I don't know.
I know, it's tough, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very. That's a question that you wouldn't have had in your little black book.
That's right.
You've you know, got that one from right out of left field.
I did. But I just thought I'd throw it in and see what you said.
It's true. It's good, isn't it?
Can we come in and say hello? We're from SBS. Yeah, we're just going up and down the street here. We saw you with...
I thought you were something to do with hockey next
No,
door.
no.
They're all the hockey players next door.
And squash players and...
Yeah, they come and go. You know, quite a lot of celebrities are in there. People are always in there.
Are they?
Filming them. You know,
Yeah?
yeah?
Oh, no, I didn't know that. You're obviously a pretty handy guy.
Oh, I'm a beekeeper. You know, that makes me a pretty handy sort of person.
It does. What are you doing with that, though? What's...
Oh, I've got a saw bench. A part of it is missing, so I have to cut that out of an old saw. You know? I'll have to grind it out. It's pretty hard. Yeah.
So, is this all going to beekeeping?
Oh yeah, all beekeepers have a mess like this.
Do they? Where are your bees?
Oh, up at Ingham at the moment. We like to keep them on in the west. They fill up quicker out there.
How many bees have you got?
About 42 hives. You know.
42 hives. How many in a hive?
Oh, about 60,000. You know, but they're probably down to 50,000 now. You know. So 50,000 bees live in 2 of those boxes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
It's high-rise living.
Oh yeah. They pile up. You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's all these boxes fit on top of each other. See?
Yes.
So in good years, the bees are living in 4 boxes.
Yes.
And with our encouragement, you know, we actually make these creatures honey productive, you know, by putting things inside the hive. See, that's an example of the way we change the ratio of the males and females in the hive. The bees want 40% males. We only want 1%. So we win the argument by printing the female size, you see? You know?
Yeah.
And then the bees, that's pure beeswax.
Yes.
And the bees add to that. They produce beeswax out of their body. And they build a comb on that, and that will produce, in 13 years, 400 kilos of honey. That
Pretty efficient factory.
$2 piece of equipment.
How long have you been doing this?
Yeah. I worked out the other day, probably over 50 years, you know.
You'd know what you're doing now.
Oh, well, I'd always... commercial beekeeping in North Queensland is probably not... you need to do more than that. You need to wholesale honey and look after beginners and sell beehives and sell beekeeping equipment. So I'm retired. And while I'd been doing this as a part-time occupation, because I worked as a technician, and I realised that I'd have to work 80 hours a week as a beekeeper to make as much money as what I was being paid. So, you know, we all know which is best for us, you know.
Yeah.
So beekeeping is, you know, it's hard.
Yeah.
So you need about, at times of changing, you need about 450 beehives, you know, per man, you know, to make a living.
So you've got some bees in the garden?
Oh, well, I keep bees here that are sort of casualties, you know, from production hives, you know, which are out of town. So, and I breed queen bees in the backyard. So, because we're out of drought now, you know, with this little bit of rain as far as the town's concerned, I can breed some queen bees.
Yeah. Can we have a look?
Yeah, okay. You want to have a look at some bees? What I need to do, you need to be prepared. Simple creatures, and they can only think of one thing at a time. And we trick them all the way.
Yeah. So this will mask our nasty smells.
Pardon?
This will mask our nasty smells,
yeah,
so the
yeah.
bees won't know we're there.
This is what bees do, though. work as a colony, you know, and their anger has to be triggered.
Yeah.
So when a bee comes back and sees the lid being lifted
Yeah,
out, you know,
yeah.
they get angry. But there they are all
Yes.
sitting on the... these are actually guard bees, you know,
Yes.
that are protecting the hive in case wasps and bees from other hives.
Right.
You know? So before we look at a hive, you know, the guard bees have to be sort of desensitised, you know, or occupied is probably a better word. So smoke must recede everything. So this special tool is worked in there, and then you smoke in under the lid. And smoke is the odour that they're aware of now, you know, not any animal odour.
Even the ones flying around me?
Oh, you must think. Frame first. So these are all worker bees, and that's honey around there. You can see I'll tear it with my finger. See how you can expose the caps, you know? And all that brown patchy cells there is all brood, you know? The baby bees are being raised in there. So I'll just put that down there. You sort of got to keep up your smoking sort of rhythm.
Yes.
You know? And it's good to have everybody at this side. You know? I smell smoke all the while. This is not a productive beehive, and the queen has been allowed to roam over the whole hive. But and being a bit aged, she's actually laid some male eggs in the middle of that comb. Those bigger cells with the raised caps, that's drone brood. You point your finger again.
Yes.
There's an emerging drone.
Oh, there, yes. Yeah.
He's
Coming out.
He's chewing his way out.
Right. Another one's going in. Is that one?
Just give it touch it on the tail, and it'll come out. This frame is all honey, you know. See in there, when the bees fill the cells, and when the honey is the right moisture content, they put a wax cap over it. You know? So we take that frame out, and shaking all the bees off, like that.
And there's the...
And then with a steam knife, we cut that cap off.
Where do these bees go now, the ones that you've just shaken off?
Oh, they live here. You know?
They just stay around here?
They're loyal to this area.
I
this
see.
is home. You know? Doesn't matter where they... You know, if
And they'll go back?
If they get tossed out a mile away, you know, they'll come back here. Oh, then the lid goes back on.
And they go back home?
Yeah. And after an hour or two, the disturbance that's been created, you know, they get back to work again.
Do they go in through the entrance there?
Oh yeah, that's the entrance here.
Right, yes.
There's a bit missing there.
Yes.
Which forms the entrance. And with a nice little angle on there, it allows them to come in.
To land.
Land, yeah. They love that.
So you've been stung a few times?
Oh
right?
yeah. They sting us nearly all the while. You know, we can't avoid putting our finger on a bee and pinning him down so he stings you. You know. But you know, it's the way we handle bee stings that allows us to work bees like we do, you know, and not get a high amount of venom, you know, in our system.
So what do you do?
So the sting is like a little hypodermic, and the poison sac is drawn out of the bee when it stings you. The bee is dragged out of its abdomen. So the nerves in this keep on pulsing the muscles, and you end up with, it takes 4 seconds to empty the sac. So if you get the sting out straight away, you know, if you get it out in 1 second, you've only got a quarter of the dose.
Right.
So the technique is to line up all your fingernails and scratch the area, you know, just so you can cover it. You know?
So you just pull it out?
Yes. If you go squeezing this little sac, well, you get the full dose. You know,
that's not the right way.
Not at all. So you must get, when you can get it out a 1/10 of a second later, well, you've only got a 40th of the dose, you know?
Yeah.
And we can cope with hundreds of those in a day, you know? Right.
Can we interrupt your viewing for a second?
Oh, yes.
Are you shopping for something special as a gift or a...
I'm just looking here a little bit for Christmas, I suppose.
Already?
Well, yes.
Yes, you plan ahead.
Yes, I do. Are you Andrew Urban?
Yes.
Because my name's Eve Urban.
Is
but
it?
I'm not related to you at all. But I just thought I'd tell you that.
Oh, really? your family come from?
My father's Czech and my mother's half Norwegian, half Australian. But I'm not feeling very interesting today.
You're not?
No, I'm pregnant and it's not suiting me.
No? How pregnant are you?
I'm 22 weeks.
Yeah. Well, you've got a fair few weeks
I
left.
have.
But if you're pregnant,
Yes.
is Eve Urban, is your surname your husband's
I
name?
didn't change my name.
Oh, you
when I
didn't
got
change your
married,
name?
No.
Independent. And
No, I just always loved my name. I haven't got a deep philosophical reason why I didn't change my name. It's just that I've
Yeah.
always loved my name, so I didn't really see a reason to change, and my husband didn't either.
yeah.
So
What is his name?
Mark
Is it-
Walden.
So it's an English name? Or
Supposedly, I think
Yeah.
Scottish actually.
Scottish. How did you meet? I mean, you're a Melbourne person, are you?
Yes, I
Melbourne?
am. I am. Gee, you're good at interviewing. He was a friend of mine.
A friend of a friend,
Yeah.
not a girlfriend, was it?
He was no. He was a friend of my friend's boyfriend. That's a. And it took us a few years to get together.
Did it? Just shy or not convinced?
No,
or-
just wrong circumstances, I
Yeah?
think. Yeah.
You obviously have got together. And
Yes.
Having a baby.
Yes.
First baby?
Yes, yes. So I'm very excited. It just doesn't suit me, that's all.
Doesn't suit you?
That's
What,
right.
it doesn't? You don't feel?
I don't feel well physically.
Yeah.
Yes, but mentally I'm very happy.
Have you found out, or would you want to find out the sex of the baby?
We have, yeah. After a lot of discussion, we decided we're both 35 and 36, and we thought that it's going to be a big enough shock to us to have a baby. So anything that we could know previously might help us. Yeah. And we're not telling anyone.
Can we ask what you do?
Yes, I'm a nurse.
You have to think about that for a minute.
Well, it's just that I work at Melbourne Sexual Health Centre, and we don't do the traditional hospital nursing thing, I suppose. So it's a bit different.
A specialised form of nurse.
Yes, I guess so. Yes, I'm a nurse practitioner, which means
Yeah.
I've concentrated on women's health, I suppose.
Yeah. And Robert?
Mark,
Mark? Mark?
he's a economic development officer with a council. We get a bit self-conscious because of. I do, I suppose, more than Mark, that when we meet new people, that it sounds pretty boring to say, well, I'm a nurse and Mark works for a council. And it sort of gives an image of, well, in my mind.
An inaccurate image of...
Well, I feel,
Yes,
but
yes.
anyway, maybe not. Maybe we are boring.
Well, let's take you up on that just briefly. Tell us
Yes.
about Mark
Yes.
and how, although he works for a council, he's not boring.
Right.
You know, that,
He's got a great mind.
Yes.
He's just about the most natural and original thinker I've met. He's a musician. He sings beautifully. He can play just about any instrument he picks up. He has a lot of attributes, and he's very imaginative and creative. But if you said, my husband works for a council, that they're not the attributes that would spring to mind.
What do you and Mark do in your lives, apart from your work?
Well, this is a bit of a bone of contention with me. I read a lot, but I'm always very embarrassed when people ask me what hobbies I have, because I'm not passionate about anything, and I'd really like to be. I'd like to find a hobby that I was passionate about.
Right.
Mark enjoys music and singing, etc., and we
He
both
does
read.
that.
Hello?
Where does he sing and play music?
Well, he's part of a cover band, actually. Nice Volcano.
I didn't think you'd get round to it.
It took me a while, a bit slow.
Nice Volcano? Nice Volcano?
Yes, yeah.
Nice name.
It's a funny name, yeah.
Who thought of it?
Well, I can't remember who originally thought of it, but none of them particularly like it that much, but it was the only one they disliked the least.
And what does Mark do in the band?
He's a guitarist and he sings.
So this is what, Friday and Saturday nights?
Well, they would like to be. They've only sort of recently...
As many as they can.
Yes, they are the best cover band in Australia.
But you would say that? Yeah?
Yes.
Are you a groupie?
Oh, absolutely. And the pregnancy doesn't go with the groupiness, so I had a pink streak put in my hair to try and
Is
look
it
a
still
little...
there?
I think so.
Oh yeah, sort of, yes.
Yeah.
Where is Mark today? Why he's not
I'm
here?
going to meet Mark in the city and we're going to meet friends for lunch.
But you decided to come on a little...
And I met friends for breakfast, and then we're going to a tap dancing extravaganza tonight. So it's a big
Presumably
social
you're
day.
watching that.
Yes.
You're not partaking.
No, I'm not partaking. Yeah, I'll be watching. I know someone in it.
You're not feeling terribly well today,
No.
but you're coping well.
I'm coping very
Putting
well.
on a very brave front.
Thank you very much.
And you're going to be okay for lunch and dinner?
Oh, yes, I
Long
will.
day.
I'm going to struggle through.
Yes? Where are you going for lunch, can you say?
St Kilda, Ackland Street.
Is there, what ethnic cuisine is it?
Well, I think it's Italian. I think we're going to an Italian place. I feel so boring today.
Do you?
You know, sometimes I'm quite vivacious and interesting, but I'm really boring today.
I didn't
wish
think
you,
so.
Oh, thank you. I wish you caught me when my biorhythms were a bit better.
Can you tell how they move? Can you tell?
No idea. It used to be hormonal before I got pregnant.
Yeah.
So when I was ovulating, I was in top form. But now that I'm pregnant, I can't tell from one day to the next.
So every day is a new surprise.
Yes, it is indeed.
Well,
And my skin's not very good today.
And
But
your,
anyway.
your skin's red?
Yes.
Has it changed complexion as well?
Well, actually, it's been quite good, but I just feel a bit shabby this weekend.
Let me assure you don't.
Oh, thank you, Andrew. I could trust an urban.
You,